Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 110. I am your co-host, Yam Juice.
And I'm your co-host, Fleximus Maximus, or Flex.
Fleximus Maximus Fleximus.
Fleximus.
Alexander the Third.
That's it. McDouche. And now, we've got our guests. Our very special guest. We've got Mr. Aaron, Erotic, Irish Shark. Yeah! And we've got Ms. Mandehbutton. Yeah! So what y'all up to?
I'm just playing video games.
I'm having harder times with my capture card, but I'll fix that later.
You're having harder times with your capture card. So you just got a capture card.
Yeah,
It'll capture the video, but it won't send the video to my actual monitor.
Ah, okay. Well, is there anyone you want to shout out about that capture card?
Yeah, thanks, Mango. A lot.
So you're having trouble with it. Wow. Okay, so you're just a retard or what?
No, I did everything. Okay, well, that's beside the point. I did everything right, but I can't, I just don't know why it's not sending the video to my monitor as well as my laptop.
All right, so are you making sure that your HDMI cables, I mean, sometimes HDMI to monitor connections are a little jiggly or flaky.
Yeah, I guess. I'll mess with it later.
Yeah. All right, so there you go. So, Mandeh, what have you been playing? What kind of games you been playing?
I've been playing a Korean MMO. I've played it for like the last 10 years. I've just been kind of getting back into it. They did a lot of things with the game, so it's kind of worth my time now.
A Korean MMO? Is that what you said?
Yep. It's
Games like video games?
I know, right? It's actually the most played MMO right now, but no one really knows about it because it's like huge in all the Asian countries.
It's big in Japan.
It's really big right now, but nobody knows what it is.
Well, a lot of Americans don't really know. Like people, like half the people who live there are like Asian and live in California or Hawaii. So
what's the name of the game?
Maple Story.
Maple Story?
Mm-hmm.
I like to put it on my pancakes. Maple Story, thick. Yeah.
It's one of those games where you grind out leveling, and it sounds really boring, but it's actually pretty fun to play.
Well, how does it relate to World of Warcraft?
Oh, none. It's like a 2D side-scrolling flat. It's like Paper Mario for Koreans.
Oh, okay. That's a whole different thing, but it's an MMO.
Yeah, it's considered an MMO.
Do you know World of Warcraft lost 800,000 users recently for some reason?
It's because it's terrible.
It's like, wasn't it? Aren't they in between expansions?
Yeah, they're doing the beta for Warlords of Draenor right now.
So when was their peak? When was when the most players were online for that game?
Probably during the Cataclysm. I think at one point they were at like 13 million people worldwide.
What was that, 2013, 2012, 2011?
2011, 2012.
Wow.
It's been a while. I know right after Cataclysm, like in between, about halfway between the expansion, they lost like several hundred thousands. And then Mists of Pandaria came out, and they bumped back up for the expansion, and then it was a really, really bad expansion, and a lot of people left, which I was one of those people.
Oh, okay.
It was just terrible.
No to pandas, they're in danger.
And they're so lovable.
It was a really fun idea, but the way I'm all about end game content. If there's nothing for me to do once I'm at max level, I'll get bored and not want to play the game. So their raids were just, the mechanics weren't there, it wasn't fun, everything felt rehashed from previous expansions, so not really my thing.
Well, how long has World of Warcraft been going?
Since 2004, right?
Yeah, 2003, 2004, something like that.
Well, it probably was rehashed. I mean, what else can they do? They've been doing it so long.
Well, I've watched them rehash the same raid instance 5 times. The same exact boss.
You know what they could do? Aliens.
Aliens. They already did that.
All right,
did
ignore
that.
my dog. It's like,
Kill it with fire.
so you don't know how to whistle, do you, Flex?
Me? I was making a UFO noise.
You learn something new about Flex every day.
I was making a UFO noise. Listen now.
Actually, it sounds like the cold, cold north wind or something.
Oh, blow me.
That's what the cold, cold north wind is known for.
Oh, God. Speaking of which, did you play any of the new maps on Call of Duty? The new snow map that's awful?
I have played the new maps.
How'd that go?
You know, I am very, very disappointed. I don't know. I guess I'm just burnt on Ghosts. Period. The real small map, man, that was like bananas, man.
It's so fun.
Is that the one that's a remake of Shipment?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I watched your video on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's so fun.
I know you got to. Well, Chubby used her gold knife, and that worked pretty good. Shoddy works pretty good in there.
Yeah, I ran around with a TAC, was it TAC 42 or TAC 12, whatever, and was just like dominating people because you're so close to everyone, no matter where you're at. So if you throw like agility on, you can go to the other side of the map and just go through your spawn, and it's good. It's good times.
Well, you had a really good gameplay. 70 something. What was your scoreline?
72, 30 something, 35, 34, something like that.
Yeah. Plus, you were jumping on flags too, so that was cool.
Well, domination on the map because of how like close proximity B flag is to your home base. You can literally fight over B flag. So it's like sometimes you play on like Freight, for instance, and you'll win 200 to like 120. These matches on that, you're literally neck and neck the whole match unless you're just playing against really terrible people.
Yeah, well, I noticed you'd be on B, like taking B, and then you just like take 10 steps, and then you're at C. You know?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
You can literally run from. Huh?
Did you ever play World at War? World at War, they had a map called Dome, and it was incredibly small. I mean, you could like see all 3 flags from some places, you know?
Oh, no. I didn't actually start playing Call of Duty till Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah. Now, see, I have to admit, I bought the DLC, you know, whatever the package is on the Xbox One, but I haven't downloaded since the first DLC came out. So I've got some stuff out there I need to download. Mm-hmm. But I just sort of stopped playing it. I know that you are exceptional at the game.
Sometimes.
Yeah, well, you're very, very good, and it's like watching you play is always fun. I never miss one of your videos. That's
because there's no videos to miss. Oh.
Hey, if YouTube didn't take 5 hours to process my videos.
That's www.youtube/user Mandehbutton. Link will be in the description.
They give you those nice instructions on how to help speed up the processing by how you format your video, and it's like really? I formatted my video every fucking way to the sun,
and nothing worked.
Every time it comes up and says, "There's a better way to format this video to process faster."
I did that last night, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" So I let it go.
Everybody on Twitter was saying that last night. Their video wouldn't process. It would upload, but it wouldn't process.
Yeah, like it uploaded perfectly fine. Like 7-minute video, it took like I think 10 minutes, and it just went bloop. And then processing set at 0. And then I look at it 5 hours later and it processed. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. YouTube's a bitch sometimes. So, do you stream? Do you ever stream on Twitch?
I streamed on Twitch for a while. It's just, I don't have the time to be like, I can be here from 2 to this time every single day. Like, I just don't have that consistency in my schedule to be able to do it.
Right. When you do you play music?
Yes, which is probably terrible. Hey, there goes Josh.
Hey, what's going on, Cloud? Boosted!
He wants to say hi.
Boosted?
He waved.
Well, the big news this week is Twitch is cracking down on copyrighted music on the video on demand, not the live. If you click on somebody's live, stream, they can still play music, but it records, for later
Your
on you can
archive.
click, your archive video on demand. So they're just going to mute sections. If they have a bot, that's going to detect any copyrighted music
And just doop.
and just silence your entire video, complete utter silence on your video.
No,
That's
it's half-hour intervals for from the middle of when the song was played. So you got 15 muted before, 15 afterwards.
I mean,
Well,
makes sense.
That pretty much would ruin, the video. Any video you did that to would be ruined. I mean, you can't
Yeah,
hear
but-
shit.
You kind of know that going into it. If you're sitting there playing like random Pandora station, you know that that's copyrighted music. So
Yeah.
Right.
that's the risk
Yeah.
you kind of take.
To be honest with you, whenever I watch somebody live stream, I don't give a shit about the music.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's the person or the game or whatever. It's like the music sometimes is very distracting. They have it up too loud, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Well, you
like-
have a lot of people that sit there and and the music's playing and they're not talking, they're not interacting at all, and they're just
Playing.
that's boring to me.
Right. Well, the people who have a lot of people watching their streams are either they have really big personalities, and they interact with they're all crazy and wacky, or this MLG guys like Scumpy or Nate Shot or something like that. People watch their streams.
Well, a lot of the pros are actually contracted into streaming on MLG.TV now, so you won't even see a lot of them on Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, the captain of the best pro team, Evil Geniuses, what's his name, Aches, was just suspended for I think like 4 tournaments or something like that.
Really?
Because he wouldn't stop streaming on Twitch.
Yep.
He was trying to fight the man.
Yeah, you can't do that when that's the tournament that's actually making your yearly salary.
That's the funny thing about those things. They're on paper. They're called contracts.
Yeah. Not only that,
These goddamn companies expect you to abide by them.
yeah, and he's not only contracted through like MLG, but his team got bought, so he's actually contracted through, I guess, Evil Geniuses or whoever owns the team. So that makes it look bad for your team. So if you get dropped,
Well, it is sort of funny because it's like he's the captain of the best team in the league, and last tournament they did not win, of course, and they're not going to win without him, probably.
no,
So it sort of renders the games that he's suspended from it. It's kind of like
you just screwed your whole
it's
team.
bullshit. You screwed Call of Duty esports.
That
'cause
too.
everybody knows that what if he was able to play, but he can't because of some rules. It sort of invalidates the entire MLG. While
It just makes you look immature, and this is a sport that's trying to come up, and like we got the X Games this year, and it's actually doing really good. You're gonna sit there and handicap your own sport and your own way of making money. Congratulations.
Maybe
Yeah.
his problem was he headed up to here with their rules.
Well, these kids are like, no offense, Aaron, but like you act more mature than most of them, but like most of these kids are like 16, 17, 18 years old, don't have no concept of like contracts and having to abide by what you actually sign your fucking name to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then on the other hand, I sort of support him for trying to stick it to the man. Yeah.
I do too, but not when it would cost you your job. I'll be a rebel until it's really bad.
Yeah. So do you watch MLG?
I used to watch it a lot more than I do now. I actually missed Gfinity because I was working the whole time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. On your video today, you're talking about all the trials and tribulations you're having at your job and all that.
Yeah, we had 76 stores closed nationwide, so I've been spending the last like month and a half in U-Hauls and dealing with inventory management and all that shit.
You ever get the sticky fingers?
Oh no, we took a lot of shit. Any CEO of Walgreens out there, sorry. No like merchandise, I promise. But like some of the fixtures and things like that, like we had a lot of things that the liquidation company was like, I don't want that. We're like, we'll fucking take it, sure, we'll find something for it. So like tables and like light
and
fixtures.
Shelves and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Cool.
I got a bag of Doritos.
Well, the last day we were in there, I'll have to post a picture on Twitter, but there was literally like 2 bottles of Coke in the cooler and like 2 bags of Lay's chips, and that was it.
And 18 issues of Lowrider magazine.
Exactly.
Cool.
It was funny.
I'm taking that shit, man. I'm taking that shit.
Right.
When we started like getting rid of the inventory, we got rid of like a bunch of stuff, and some guy came in. He's like, "Where are the condoms at?" And we're like, "Sorry, we've transferred them all out to other stores." So he walks over to the cooler and he can't find any Red Bull. He's like, "What the fuck do I come here for? I need condoms and energy drinks. Fuck you guys!" And walked out. We're like, "Okay."
Apparently, what he needs the Red Bull to get the
I guess so.
going and the condoms for the.
Well, he needs a Red Bull to wash down the Viagra pill that he. Some lucky pal out there is waiting for him to come back.
The little blue pill.
Take the blue pill.
Yeah, they should make an alternate version of the Viagra, the red pill. Should I take the blue pill or the red pill?
People that made the Matrix just
If you
make
take the red pill, you will go back to your daily life. But if you take the blue pill, you're gonna have fun.
Oh, if
You
you take the
choose.
blue pill, you get an Audi. If you take the red pill, you get an innie.
Oh my God, this is becoming the sickest podcast ever. I'm telling you guys.
No. You want to see the sickest podcast? Go watch PKA from last week. It is like the most fucked up shit I've ever heard on a podcast.
Last week? I'll have to check it out.
It
I
was
haven't
like,
watched it since they kicked Wings off.
I didn't like Wings. I'm sorry.
Oh, really?
I
Well,
didn't like
I don't
Wings.
like him as a person, but he made the podcast more interesting because of his non sequiturs and crazy shit that would just come out of his mouth.
You should hear last week's before you say that.
Okay, well, I will.
It is things I would never even talk about in the open on my drunkest night. It's
Well,
so bad.
I hope you're taking notes because, as everybody in this call knows, just this morning, Mandehbutton was discussing the idea of making her very own podcast. Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Yeah, we're gonna get that going. I actually just finished the hold on, I'll bring it up. The logo. We finally have a name after a long debate for the last like 3 hours. Hold on. And
Joystick
Chicks.
Cool.
that's what we're calling it.
Joystick Chicks. All right. Who made the logo? Hey, nice work there. Nice work.
Thank you. Yeah, so we figured we wanted to do something that revolves around, obviously we're 2 female gamers, we're kind of like the minority when it comes to it, so we wanted to talk about daily things going on in like the gaming world, what we want, kind of help something like how you guys have, but I kind of want to stick more on the Call of Duty, FPS type thing.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I look forward to seeing what you do with that sucker.
I'm pretty excited.
We thought about laser beaming our podcast a little more, but we're such fucking knuckleheads. We got to be able to like expand out and talk about anything that comes.
Gotta
along.
let the creative juices flow.
You gotta let them juices flow. Yeah. So I've never seen what Bojangles looks like. I don't think.
She's about my build, more Italian, blood brown.
Is she about your age? Or is she younger? Or is she older?
Oh, she's Aaron's age.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Aaron can get some.
Is she taken? That's what Aaron wants.
Oh, God.
You're editing this part out.
All right, you heard it.
No.
Only the 3rd time ever we had to edit something.
We actually had to take an episode down one time.
Really?
Yeah, we did. We did.
Number
What
2
did
or
you
3
do?
or something.
Number 2.
Episode 2, yeah. Well, at the request of the guest. I mean, it was a chap who, we talked about some girl he fancied, and he showed pictures of her on his phone, and he talked about her. And apparently, after the episode came out, he was getting ribbing from some of his mates. And
it caused a little rift between him and one of our other friends.
Really?
Yeah, so if you want to talk shit about
a little rift.
Awkward.
That's why you don't talk about your real life friends.
No.
That's right. You call him Mr. A and Mr. G and all that good stuff.
And you definitely don't show pictures.
Yeah, he whipped out his phone, and then I zoomed in on his phone and I showed a screenshot of it. She was not a bad looking gal. She's a fine looking young lady. I don't know.
But we've censored it.
All right, so
just blur it out.
Yep.
Okay. So let's talk about love lives here. Mandeh, you're an old married gal here.
I'm married.
So, Aaron, what's the scoop? What's going on in your young hormonal life?
Shut up. Really, I don't do the dating thing because I already have bigger issues to worry about right now, so I'm saving that up for when things get lighter on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I'll hit up Bojangles for you.
I was out on a date just the other night.
You know what's funny? It's like I didn't know about this, but like at first I thought you're joking, but watching your reaction here, Aaron,
I'm joking, but this is hilarious.
There is something going on here. Maybe you do got a kind of a.
Hey, we all play Call of Duty together every day, Aaron. She comes back tomorrow.
All right. So what state is she in?
She's a New Jersey Italian. She's a Guido.
Oh my God.
That's good, though.
I did not know that.
Better than me. I'm in the state of confusion. Hey, Mrs. and Mrs. Flex.
Hey.
A little Flex came home.
A little Flex?
Yeah. She's a teenager now.
She's little Flex, but she's like
tall as shit.
She's taller than her mom.
Jesus shit.
Yeah, I like Shelby's
It's an
shirt.
important political statement. Defend the kittens.
With our pretty pink guns.
Defend the kittens, and it's got an AK-47 in between.
Yeah. Was that a ribbon on that scope?
Possibly.
Wait for her to
I
turn
think it's
around.
an AR-15, actually.
No.
Damn.
Yeah.
Immediately like, no, that is not an AR-15.
It's an MK265.
Oh.
Hey, but I don't know if you know this. Flex has like a relative arsenal of all kinds of actual guns. I mean, you don't have to whoop them out or anything, but
No, I'm not gonna.
there has been a couple of shows where he's like whooped out all this. He's got big fucking guns. You know, like the Dirty Harry gun, like that big ass Magnum. Is like it's could have blown your fucking head off.
I've held an AR-15 before. They're like,
I've shot an AR-15 before. They're like shooting.
fuck you, Flex.
They're like, it is like so. My buddy's got one. It was like shooting butter.
Mm-hmm.
Butter.
This one had like a holographic sight that was like about that big. It was tiny, but it was pretty cool.
Cool.
Oh. I would hope so,
Duke.
seeing that mine's like...
Yeah. So it shoots like butter. So it's the choice of school shooters everywhere. If you want to wipe out an entire class, that's the way to go, man. You don't want to mess around. Go right to the AR-15 and you can take them all out.
Aaron, don't get no ideas.
Big guns, and I cannot lie.
We're
There you
just having fun.
All right, now on to something that's up Flex's alley, very much so.
Okay.
Someone here went to an awesome concert.
Guilty as charged.
An awesome
Oh.
concert.
Incredibly.
Who was it? Aaron?
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
All right. All right.
How was it?
Fantastic. It's even better to see rock concerts when you're 5 rows from the stage.
Yeah, he was in the fifth row.
Wow.
So close he could see the sweat balls dropping off Tom Petty's nose.
No, those guys are getting long in the tooth, but I saw them perform on one of the late night shows, and it doesn't look like they've lost a step or anything. They're still.
That guy's voice hasn't changed in like 40 years.
No. A lot of
You got this kind of nasally sounded voice, yeah. Don't have to live like a refugee.
but a lot of
He actually did it one Elvis song at the concert. I just forget which one it was. He did it pretty well, though.
A lot of singers, you notice, so as they get older, they can't, they don't got that. St. Robert Plant is a good example. I went and saw Robert Plant in the No Quarter tour, him and Jimmy Page, and we left after 3 songs. He sounded like shit.
Oh, too bad. Well, see, but Tom Petty, he goes back way, way back before they had auto-tune and shit like that. So, when you hear a Tom Petty record, like from those days, this guy actually can sing, as opposed to like, did anybody see that viral video of Britney Spears without auto-tune?
No.
It's probably terrible.
It is.
Okay.
I imagine it being pretty awful.
It's horrible. It's horrible. If she was on American Idol, she would get booted in the first round. Oh my God.
It would make cats screech.
Oh, it's terrible. Just
did.
Google Britney Spears, no auto tune, and it'll come up, and you'll watch it. It's like
I'm gonna make sure.
I like my eardrums. Yeah.
Well, so nowadays they can make pretty much any recording artist sound perfect. You'll be note perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 5,000 different programs you can use to do anything on the planet at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Have you ever seen that auto tune the news? Where they
they're so funny. I've been watching those guys for like 3 or 4 years now. They're fucking hilarious.
Hillary Clinton will be singing.
The Barack Obama ones are my favorite.
Well, so was the concert like an old school concert, or they're like passing around the peace pipes and stuff? And
no pipes were passed around, but I did smell weed and beer and sweat everywhere.
Oh, I love that smells.
It was ironically a pretty fun smell.
Now you are a person who is like got a medicinal reason to be using that herbal remedy. So did you eat a big fat cookie right before you go?
No, I regretted not doing that though.
You should have, yeah.
I would have.
Damn.
I was just like, I had to bolt out the door, so I just kind of forgot to.
Oh.
I would have drove back
home. Let that be a lesson to you.
Well, let me tell you, if you ever get a chance to see like Roger Waters do the Pink Floyd show, eat 2 cookies. It'll be worth it.
It's Pink Floyd 3.
It would have been worth it. That ticket got me a free $6 burger from Carl's Jr.
Ooh.
Which I have yet to redeem.
It's a $6 value.
They got the new super brisket thick burger with like 5 pounds of brisket, 6 pounds of onions, and I think they put a pickle on there.
Wow.
A pickle.
Yeah. I think this one's just good for the original thick burger.
Oh.
Yeah. I used to love the commercials.
Fine,
if it doesn't get all over the place, it doesn't belong in your face. And it'd have some hot chick like slowly eating it and be like drip down on the floor and stuff. She'd.
Isn't that hard?
Yeah, they did a parody of that on Tosh.0, and I swear to you not, like 2 days ago, I saw a commercial that was pretty much exactly the same as the parody.
They ripped off the parody.
Tosh.
Pretty
Tosh
much,
pretty
except they turned the truck around.
Okay.
I just couldn't believe what I was looking at.
Yeah, Tosh is pretty funny. He likes to show his butt sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an ass shower.
And it's not something that I think most people really, really, really want to see, if you want to know my opinion. It's like I would keep that thing under wraps. It's like
That's
I don't
kind of one of those things that you can't unsee.
That's right. I don't go around showing my butt because I know what the public wants and I know what the public doesn't want. Now Flex has got a problem. He's actually appeared on Bulletproof underwear in his Bulletproof undies, showing his hiney Would you just keep it down below? You know, there's a reason that the screen only goes down to there.
We can do that.
No, we can't.
Oh shit!
That would be a podcast I listen to while I play games.
We should make that a screen. Do a screenshot of that and make that our background logo. It's like Flex's Heine with the bulletproof underwear on.
Hey, you could say a lot of things about my ass, but it was nice and round.
I like how he used was.
Well, I lost more weight again now. So
Right. Well, yeah.
I lost like another 10 pounds, so now I'm skinnier again.
Yeah. Hey, I saw the Twitter earlier today when you were asking for ideas like naming your podcast, and I saw your suggestion, Aaron. You bastard.
That's an inside joke.
The fat bitches.
What was Shelby's? What did Shelby say? She had one.
I mean,
What did you say?
She had a good one.
it was like a mischief and bullshit.
Yeah, I can't remember. The way she worded it was like perfect though.
She was mischief and bullshit, and I want to be the number one fangirl.
Yeah, God damn, the fat bitch thing was funny. You would have to play with like me, Aaron, and Tyler, and Bojangles, and you would. It's our buddy Tyler. I grew up with him, and he's just an asshole, but we love him.
Yeah. Well, the only reason I would ever get the DLC for the 360 on Ghost is just so I could play with you guys, you bastards. Why aren't you on Xbox One?
Because I'm not on Xbox One.
And because I didn't have enough friends who played on Xbox One.
Yeah. We've kind of adopted Aaron.
I'm loved once again.
He's loved.
So you're officially one of the crew.
Well, yeah, you guys
he's
are.
one of the crew.
You guys were playing the other night, and then I seen it was you and Josh and somebody else. And then I went to do something. I was going to jump in and play with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what the hell. I went to do something, and it was like 2 hours later, and I come back, and I'm like, oh, fuck. The party was gone. The games were over.
You can ask and Aaron, like when like Yam or Flex, either one of you jump on and be like, hey, one in spawn, one invite, and then we'll see you go on Halo, and I'm like, oh, I'm not going to ruin their time.
Sorry, I'm a big Halo guy now.
Well,
So
I know you guys love Halo, so.
last time you came on, you teased me. You whooped out the box, and you were showing off the box for Halo 4, and I have yet to see you do it. God
I don't
damn
know
it.
if the Halo 4 disc is even in here.
There it is.
There should be two
Yeah, it
discs
is.
in there.
Yeah. We got it.
There you go.
I don't know. Halo 4 was just such a big letdown for me.
Were you a previous Haloer before Halo 4?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Halo 2 was probably my favorite. That's why I'm waiting for the new Grandmaster Chief Edition to come out.
Oh, good.
Are you getting
It only took them 13 years to get 60 FPS.
No.
Are you going to get the Mondo edition with the Master Chief figure and all that shit in it?
Oh, yeah. Well, no, that's only in the UK, I think, that you can get the big statue thing.
No shit.
I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lucky UK.
I have the Master Chief helmet that you can put your games into.
Oh,
It was
that's
like a special edition thing.
Oh, I remember that.
When Josh worked at the game store, he got it from my dad for one Christmas.
all right.
So, like, sitting in our living room was like Halo.
So Titanfall, their special edition, they came out with a giant ass robot, Titan.
It's like,
It's fucking huge.
I think it's like 22 inches high or something like that.
It's like saw a Drifter do an unboxing, and it's like the box is like you could put a small person in there.
Supposedly Titanfall was supposed to be sold out day one. Didn't pre-order this. There was this copy and 3 more in the store I went into.
Sometimes pre-orders. Well, I don't know. What do you think about pre-orders, Mandy?
What do you mean? Like, are they worth it? It depends.
Now, are you going to pre-order like Call of Duty Advanced Warfare? Or are you just going to store and buy it, or are you going to pre-order it?
Something like Call of Duty, I'll probably pre-order on the off chance that I can't find a copy. Because when I picked up when I picked up Ghost, I meant to pre-order it, never got around to it. So the day it came out, I got the last copy at my GameStop, so I don't want to have to go through that again.
So you would feel like a chump if you had to wait like 3 or 4 weeks before you.
I would be pissed.
You'd be on eBay looking for some overpriced thing, you know. It's like, just get it to me. Just get it to me. I can't.
I don't even care.
$1,000.
I'm debating on if I'm going to pre-order mine through Microsoft or if I'm going to pre-order it through GameStop, because Microsoft had better pre-order deals for Ghosts this year than what they did for previous games.
Yeah.
Well, lose as much of your soul either way, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I'm fucked either way.
Well, I think they just showed what the whatever the Prestige Edition or whatever the heck they call it. I think they showed off all the stuff. You get a metal box, you get the soundtrack.
You get
a bunch of stuff you're never going to even get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Junk. The only reason I bought it was I bought the one with the that comes with the season pass.
Yeah, that's the one I would get.
And bragging rights.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. Well, a couple of years ago, Flex and I both got the Black Ops 2 Super Edition. The care package that had the quad rotor in it.
Yeah, one of my friends.
Use that?
You can't even put a camera on it, man. It's like,
I know. Why would you have a quad rotor with no camera?
That's when you stick a camera on there, use some Gorilla Glue, attach it, and call it a
But
day.
you know what? I can report that the thing works. It works. It's not very super controllable, though. I didn't find it really super easy to control.
It looks like I could go to Radio Shack and buy something for cheaper.
Well, you could do like those guys did with that RC plane when they attached a hot dog and an iPhone to it to take pictures.
What?
Like, they attached a hot dog to a sling, and then they put an iPhone in front of it, and when that plane was flying, it just kept taking pictures because it was swinging back and forth.
What did the hot dog have to do with it?
The hot dog was pressing the button to take the camera pictures.
The capacitive touch button on the screen.
Oh, wow. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
no, but ingenious.
Ingenious.
Did work.
Yes.
I thought that a hot dog would be capacitive touch.
You know, it's like, forget stylus. My camera has my phone has a stylus here. Just grab a hot dog and like be tapping the phone with your hot dog. Yeah, there you go. You must have a Galaxy Note.
Yep. Note.
Yep, that's what I got. See, but I don't use the stylus anymore. It's all about hot dogs for me.
Look at how big that phone is.
That's a big mofo phone.
Like, my hand is the same size.
I don't think this really works for me because my hands are huge, but they're about as big as mine is.
This is
I have pretty big hands.
This is my puny phone. It's a Galaxy S4.
See, that's still a pretty large phone, though.
It's still a pretty good sized phone. Yeah.
Oh my god, you have a slider phone?
Yep. I like it because my fingers are too big for the screen.
Oh god. You should have this phone, and I should have that phone.
Yeah, really.
Oh,
well,
shit.
I like my Samsung phone. I had a HTC Evo.
That's what I had.
Yeah. Hey, when it came out, it was the shit. You know, it was like the hot.
Oh yeah, it was like first 4G phone.
Yeah.
I had to have I think I had 6 replacement phones or 8 replacement phones for that fucking phone.
I had 2.
I literally plugged my phone charger in, went to go pull it out, and just pulled out like circuit.
Pulled out guts. Guts are coming out.
It's okay. I think I can put them back in.
I was just like, honey, what do I do? It was bad.
That's sick. Oh god. So how this week they're going to announce like the multiplayer. They're going to have a stream with the multiplayer reveal at Gamescom for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So I think it's Monday night. No, Monday. I think Monday during the day, during the work day.
I thought it was 9 p.m. Maybe not.
Maybe it's 9 p.m. Germany time or something.
Wow.
I thought it was noon Central Time here, but I may be wrong.
Yeah, I think it's during the work day. I'm going to be at work while it's happening, I think. But don't worry. T. Martin and Allie A will have,
full coverage.
Yeah. Poor Drifter, he's stuck in Europe. He can't like make these kind of videos, these long videos. He had to make all his videos in advance.
Yeah, but he's having like probably the best time of his life.
Yeah.
He's over there for a month, isn't he?
Yep.
Long time.
I will
yeah.
say, Cambridge is beautiful.
Yeah.
I will say Amsterdam is the place to go.
Mhm.
I wonder why.
Now he's had problems in his family with substances and alcohol, so he
Yeah.
doesn't partake.
Yeah,
He
I know.
doesn't drink. He doesn't use drugs because I guess
Poor
he's
guy.
worried that maybe he's one of those
Susceptible.
people. Yeah,
Got an addictive personality like me.
yeah. So actually, I think that's very responsible. You know, if you sort of have a reason to believe that that's the case, and you just like make a concerted effort to avoid it, just because you know I'll probably be a fucking drug addict if I touch it.
Huh.
True.
I guess I should have done that. Oh well.
Oh well.
Fuck
I
it.
was
Two
the
DUIs.
first person in my family to use marijuana.
Well, you have a legit reason.
I know, but
Parents
still.
bring it to you too. Isn't that cool?
That's awesome.
Woo! I got drug dealers in multiple
I get-
areas.
I get I don't get mine till next July.
Damn.
That's when the law takes effect in Minnesota.
In July? Damn.
Next July, because it's going to take them a year to get everything going.
You got to
Here
make it Colorado, dude, where you can just like puff that weed, man.
Well, you can't smoke it. You can vaporize it, take oil, or take pills.
What
And
about
then
dabs?
I think they consider that vaporize.
Oh, okay. Just
Oh.
get a bunch of that shit.
Yeah.
Where's
They,
Willie Nelson when you need him?
Well, I take Sprycel for my CML, and and this guy can relate to nausea, I'm sure. And I take Zofran for the nausea, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, a lot of those things
Weed
that,
does.
a lot of conditions that give like nausea and things like that, pot actually helps a lot with their treatment.
What's
Weed-
funny is when I take a draw of dope, it makes me puke. It makes me have instant puke. If I take strong
Really?
skunky weed, it's like I don't like it because it makes me sick.
It just makes me really
It's
happy.
just weird.
Wow, I'm sorry to hear that.
I know. It's like recent. It's like in the olden days.
Man.
In the olden days, that never used to happen.
I'm like bipolar with it. Sometimes I'll be like laughing a lot, and sometimes I'll just be really quiet.
You're
Yeah.
usually not quiet though.
I said sometimes. I didn't say 50%.
It honestly just makes me happy, and I can play Call of Duty exponentially better.
All right.
Just saying.
So you're high right now,
Everything
aren't
just
you?
slows down.
No, waiting till tomorrow.
It's a special occasion.
No, you just gotta find somebody that knows somebody, unlike you
Right.
Oregon people.
Yeah,
Where
so you're-
everybody does weed here.
That's right, Oregon, man. So you're in Kokomo, Indiana for a little while longer, and then you're moving back to Pittsburgh.
What? Yes, finally. I'm going back home.
Had enough
Right.
of India.
It's just, well, we came out here when Josh's dad got sick, so that was kind of like the main reason we were here, but now that he's doing
Right.
better, go home.
So he's doing better.
Oh, good.
All right, way to go for Cloud Boosted's dad.
Beat lung cancer and brain cancer.
Wow. That took my dad out, man. So that's like
Yeah, he had an 8-centimeter tumor in his brain they took out like last month.
wow.
Yeah. So he's doing a lot better now. He literally went from not being able to write his own name when they got to the hospital to when he discharged, he signed his own name perfectly fine and left.
That's awesome.
So he's doing a lot better now. So we're going to go home. Then my parents are separating, so they're going to be selling their house. So we want to make sure that we're there for that whole thing.
Oh wow, your parents are separating. Sorry to hear that.
No, I'm not. They're terrible for each other.
Probably
And
should have
after-
done it a long time ago, right?
Well, my mom woke up one morning after 35 years and was like, I hate you. Sorry. So,
Just how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, that's harsh.
Yeah.
he deserves it.
Well, my parents got divorced, like I was 5 years old, and this is funny because this happened like a long time ago, like 1965. In those days, people didn't get divorced. I mean, it was a social stigma. I actually had to put up with a little bit of that in school, like having divorced parents, because nobody else had divorced parents in those days. But now, everybody's parents are divorced.
Well, in those days, they didn't think a woman could actually hold her own household, so it was so taboo.
Well, now you've got single parents too now, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not too many kids are growing up in the Leave It to Beaver kind of a deal where you got mom at home taking care of the kids and the house, and dad at work, and like all that.
That doesn't happen.
That's not the norm anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Things just changed so much in 100 years for serious.
Like when I was getting raised by my mom, she always told me, she's like, you don't ever need to depend on a man to make you money. You can do your own fucking thing. So that's kind of how I've always lived it.
Well,
I would never want to be stay at home.
Now.
Imagine taking care of kids all day and cooking. I'll pass.
Nah, it's cool.
You get to wear those cool frilly aprons, though.
I did that.
I couldn't do it. I don't like kids enough.
I did. I stayed home with Paige from the time she was 4, and I'm still a stay-at-home dad.
But see, that again, that's very, not the traditional kind of thing. I mean, that's like a Mr. Mom kind of thing, and that's another thing that you didn't ever see back in the olden days.
No, not back in the day.
No, God, no. Dad was the breadwinner. Mom stayed at home, made babies, and made food.
Yep. Nope.
And then Dad would have a busy day at the office.
And have to stay late.
and then come home and have a martini.
Yeah,
and
you just described...
And complain about World War II.
And then have sex with his wife like he didn't just get done screwing his secretary.
Well done, sir. Well done.
In those days, you hired your secretaries based on that.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
that is badass.
Actually, I got 2.
Oh, shit.
Paige made them for me.
That's badass.
I did those back in middle school.
When are we going to get a bulletproof underwear one? BPU. Just have it say BPU.
Actual underwear, not a jersey.
She's working on it.
Okay, so joystick chicks. It's like we got like the shorthand for bulletproof underwear is BPU. Joystick chicks. I guess you'll just call it.
I don't even know. JSC? It doesn't have a good ring to it, though.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out.
Well, I mean, keep your mind open. If an awesome idea comes up for the name, I mean, there's nothing that says you couldn't change the name too. But it's probably best to just grab a name.
We're still in the thinking, like brainstorming.
Fluid, fluxing, brainstorming mode.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird. Like, the only reason why I really thought about it is one of the people on my Twitter that's been following me for a while tweeted out, he's like, you should do a podcast and name it the Noob News. And I was like, that's a decent name. And then I started talking to Bojangles because she's in the middle of driving home from Florida, so she's doing nothing but texting my ass right now. And we were shooting the idea between us, and she wants to start a YouTube channel. I was like, this is a good idea then. Let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
It's
I saw
perfect timing because I'm just about to start mine here in a few days.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I just got a capture card. You got his
Card's right here. I just got to fix its problems, and then I'll be well on my way.
Do you send you a Hapage or?
Yeah, Hapage HD PVR2.
Oh, okay. I know Elgato's coming out with their new capture card in 3 days, 2 days, something like that.
Really? What does it do that the current one doesn't do?
I don't know. I haven't.
Well, maybe it's USB 3.
Maybe.
Oh.
Maybe. Either that or it has some integrated something or another. I don't know.
I don't think my laptop could handle USB.
My laptop has USB 3 in it.
My laptop does.
I had to update mine to get 2.
I think it does.
Yeah, because if you launch the software, there's a definite about a 3 or 4 second lag between the time It's like
when
if
you
it,
do the action and when it happens.
Yeah, I understand. If you do 3-point USB 3, you might be able to not even have to use a second TV. You could just do it right on the monitor that you're capping on.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be nice.
That would be.
Well, I'll tell you what, the HD PVR 2 is way better than the original HD PVR. It only had component outputs, and that's
Yes, the 2 HDMI.
yeah. The two has HDMI in and out.
Yeah, because my roommate has the 1, and it was pretty shitty. But he only bought it because he wanted to record like retro games, so he needed the component. So
Right.
it worked out for him.
Well, the original HD PVR from Hauppauge was like basically put gaming YouTube on the map. It's like what everybody used for a long time back in the.
Yeah, it was the quasi standard.
It was the standard, and it's like the people who had good channels had that, and the people who had cheap crummy channels had like a
Roxio, like a Roxio.
Yeah.
had a Roxio, or before that is like there was even a crappier solution. I forgot what they called that cap thing, but anyway.
480i shit.
Yeah. Me and Flex both had a Roxio game cap. It's
Yep.
like it was cool.
I had both of them. I tried both of them. They worked. I mean, they were inexpensive and they worked. But then I realized if I wanted to really be serious about it, I had to spend some money and get something that worked.
No.
Got a special guest on the podcast.
Say hello.
Oh,
And there she goes.
And she's gone.
Yeah, Dazzle. That was what that shitty one was. It was a lot of people started off with the Dazzle.
The Dazzle.
Yeah.
Yep,
Before I knew about the Elgato, I almost bought a Roxio, and my friend was like, "You're a fucking idiot if you buy that. Go buy an Elgato."
Yeah. The Elgato is so cool because of the.
I love it.
The time thing. If you can go back and say, "Oh, that had just a good game. Let me just take that."
Mm-hmm.
But they're all good as long as you can cap your shit.
What the Roxio did is it got a lot of people into it that wouldn't have probably got into it, and then they stepped up like I did to the next level of device. Because once you got the Roxio, it did the job, but it didn't do it the way that you wanted it to. It didn't have the performance of it wasn't that great. The capture wasn't that great.
Well, the best capture that you could do is 480. You couldn't go above 480.
Right.
It's only like $50 cheaper than a fucking Elgato. You might as well spend the extra money and buy like the best thing you can get on the market.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we look forward to seeing your YouTube channel, Senor Aaron.
What is the name that you have for it?
It's the name I have on Twitter right now, Aaronic.
Makes sense. Not gonna do Irish Shark.
No, it's not catchy. Very catchy in my mind.
No, not really.
Irish Shark. Well, have you ever played Halo with him? He is kind of a shark.
You can probably kick my ass at Halo.
No, I've been playing Halo for many, many years.
I have been too, but I'm bad at it.
Well, I like playing with Aaron because our team always wins when he's in the lobby.
Yeah.
He needs somebody to carry me and Flex's sad ass.
Never mind, I go 2-19. He carries us.
Yeah, we still win. It's awesome.
Sounds like Call of Duty with us.
Yeah, these two will go like 8-9 and 2-17, and I'll be like 36-14.
It's true. Yeah, I could probably hunt down some games just like that.
Telling you, Flex and him, come on Call of Duty. We'll show you how to play.
I will. Yeah. Next time I see you guys, I'll jump on.
Aaron.
Okay.
I was gonna that night, but like I said, I don't know what the hell.
Distracted. You could ask Aaron.
ADD.
I don't think we've lost that many games with Aaron. Oh. We've waged, but we haven't lost that many.
Now you
no,
used
we
to
get
do
pissed
like
off. We generally come back even if we're losing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Mandy, you used to put out these, when the map packs would drop, you would put out these guides to the new maps.
The infected guides.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to the infected guides. I tried to do, like, the map guides, but, like, everyone does that. I don't want to do what everyone else does. It doesn't make any sense to waste my time with it.
So what's been the most successful as far as views and subscribers on your channel? Have you figured out what it is that's
I have one video at 51,000 views right now.
Nice!
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah. And it seems like tutorials are probably the best thing you can do. No one does infected tutorials.
CM?
Mm-hmm.
do that tutorial for Vegas, man.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing Vegas tutorials.
Like,
For
people.
gameplay.
People go like here's a good example. Yesterday, I'm at work, and you know those like annoying like price guns that like you click and you guys stick it. I could not figure out how to open it apart and switch to paper in it. So we're trying to figure this out, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to look it up on YouTube. Found a video, 3 minutes long, taught me how to do it. People go on YouTube to either watch entertaining things or to learn something. So
Right. The battery went out on my wife's Dodge Intrepid. It's like I'm looking all over. Where's the fucking battery? So I YouTubed it. I was like, oh yeah, there's step by step. You have to do this crazy thing where you go underneath the fender and pull out a flap, and it's like all I needed was a YouTube video. It's like, oh, okay, no problem, I can do it.
And I bet you that YouTube video had like thousands of views.
It probably did. It probably did.
Yeah.
He has 2 subscribers, but like 75,000 views.
Yeah, you know what's funny is like those kind of videos, they don't put comments or likes on them very much. A lot of people watch them, but they just get their information and they go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Which, I mean, I guess it's kind of why those videos were created in the first place.
yeah.
One of my big videos was one where I showed people what that funny stick is on your column that shows directional.
Mm-hmm.
The one that people don't use. That got some views.
What are you talking about?
I made a video. I was pissed off because a bunch of people didn't use their signals one day when I was on my way home. So I came out to my truck with my video camera, and I said, "See this? See this funny looking stick? Did you know that if you push this stick up or down, there's lights on the back of the vehicle that actually flash and tell you which way you're going?"
Oh, okay.
It was a sarcasm video.
How'd that go?
That got some views. I've got 6,000 views.
All right.
Which
I think
for me is good because I'm not really promoting my channel or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So is there like everybody here watches Drifter? I know that we are all big Drifter fans.
Yep.
So Aaron, I noticed a lot of times you click like on Wicked Shrapnel videos.
Yeah, I like his stuff.
He's pretty good.
Yeah. So he's your homeboy.
Yeah, he's like my go-to YouTube video guy.
And he's an older gentleman as well.
He's somewhere in his 30s.
Well, I mean, compared to most, I mean, I know he's not as old as us, but he's older than most of you guys.
Yeah.
And most YouTubers are like, 16 to 28 maybe?
In gamer age, me and Yam are fossils, man. We're dead with dinosaur shit on us. Man.
Even at my age, I'm
Hang on
old.
just a second, I'm getting a knock on my door.
Uh-oh. Is it going to be a Flex surprise guest type thing?
Yeah, I'm going to show up at his house.
I can't believe you guys have not met in real life yet.
I got to stop doing enough drugs to get money to fly out to San Francisco to see him. Too much medicinal.
Tell him to go there. He's
thinking about it.
I would make the flight if I could.
Actually, Flex lives relatively close to where I live.
Yeah, I could almost drive to where you live.
Oh, yeah. Driving to California would be a little bit harder, though.
Yeah, don't drive on the West Coast. It's not fun over here.
I just had a politician running for the water board. Knock on my door.
Hey, hold that up again. Yeah, she ain't bad looking.
Well, trust me, in real life, she wasn't that great.
Oh, okay. So that was one of them. They're doctored up pictures.
Photoshop.
Well, it's like everybody knows that hair and makeup and all that kind of stuff you can do a lot with.
Not for me, you can't.
Not for Flex. He's no amount of makeup is going to fix him.
I'm hoping.
I was bold and went without eyeliner today.
Said Nikki 6.
Yeah, said Nikki 6. New album coming out by Nikki 6. 6 a.m. Coming out in October. It's gonna rule. First singles on YouTube, and it's good. It's good shit. And Slipknot just came out with a new album or a new single.
Yeah, I heard it was like old Slipknot, which people weren't really liking new Slipknot.
Old Slipknot was good. They should just stay like that.
I don't listen to very hard stuff, but I kind of like Slipknot, really.
I liked it. I thought it was more reminiscent of their older stuff. Little darker, little speedier.
Speedier. You hear Dragon Force came out with a new album too.
I have to listen
Dragon
to that.
Force.
Mm-hmm.
The
I have to
original
listen to
Guitar
it, so-
Hero, the very hardest song on the original Guitar Hero was a
I can't do it. Josh can like A+ it or whatever the hell.
I've
it's
seen
called.
my friend get 92% on hard on that song, and I'm just like, this guy's a robot.
I have watched, well, not watched, but Josh has. Our friend Sleeve 100% that song on whatever Extreme or Hard or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
Oh.
They worked at a game store, and that's all they would do is play Guitar Hero all day.
You know, that's I think that's probably the very first game YouTube videos, gaming YouTube videos I ever saw was Guitar Hero.
Really?
Yeah.
I used to watch people 100% drum stuff on Rock Band. Back when I was like
I
15.
can't do drums at all.
I made one. I admitted I made a video from Rock Band.
All right.
And it
I
got
started-
and it got flagged.
Because of the music?
Look what my roommate just brought in.
Nice.
All right.
Aw.
You're not getting this back.
Which console is that?
That was
N64.
N64.
64.
The old school one.
Old school
What
smash.
else did you get?
Super Game Boy.
You got a Super
I have an
Game Boy?
N64 with Donkey Kong 64, and that's it.
Right?
Okay, somebody's trying to
I've
phone
never,
me. I have to text
I've
them.
never finished that Donkey Kong game on the
Yes.
N64.
I didn't either. That was
That's a
and
really
I
good
same
And
as you. It was the only game I had.
And the thing is, it's like, it's not that I didn't want to finish it, it's just that that jetpack game is just so damn hard, I can't do it.
Donkey Kong 64.
I have a feeling we're going to record some N64 tonight.
1080 snowboard.
Do you have a card that'll capture that?
The Hapage will.
Because why not? Because of dinosaurs.
I'd have to get an adapter. Mine doesn't have any component plugins on it.
Well, if you're interested in old school gaming, yeah, just get an adapter.
This is the
I have Crazy Taxi on my 360. That's
Yeah.
one of my old school
There's
games.
55 at an exchange.
Crazy Taxi, yeah, that sounds cool.
The first one. It's fun. Although the music changed from the PS2 version for some reason, but it's still the Offspring and Bad Religion songs.
Oh, I love the Offspring.
Yeah, they're great.
You
Yeah, I
gotta
like
keep
that.
them separated.
So my roommate will go and get tanked at the bar, and then he'll buy a bunch of really awesome games. So we're going to play a shit ton of N64 games tonight.
So, do you pwn at Smash?
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite. We've been looking for that game for 6 months because you can't find it anywhere. I found it in one place when we were in Pittsburgh, and it was like $75, and I was like, I'm not paying $75 for that.
You guys need to get Mario Kart.
We have them. And we tried Mario Party, and then we put the Wario on normal, and he beat us all by like a shit ton, and we're like, we're not playing this game again.
Video games used to be really hard.
Yeah, really.
That's one of the things I-
like.
That's one of the things I hated about the first Half-Life was it was hard.
Then we played, 007 GoldenEye, and we're like, FPS used to suck so bad.
See, now
All
I'm
right.
gonna take you back to Grandpa days here. The Nintendo,
The original?
the original Nintendo, the Mike Tyson fighting game,
Oh,
I
Punch
think
Out.
I have that.
Punch Out. And
Yep.
let me tell you, that game, man, I don't know how many controllers I broke, how much beer I drank, how much pot I smoked, but I could not beat that fucking game. And my friend, who wasn't even a video gamer, he sucked at it. He goes up, sits down right up, kicks Mike Tyson's ass, man.
You're like, it's
I was like, this
Yeah.
is just terrible. I can't believe this is ludicrous. It's all ludicrous. He beat Mike Tyson.
All right, so do you guys play any modern fighting games?
I never liked the fighting games.
Nah, you know, I really.
Street Fighter 4 was free on the 360 for 2 weeks, so I downloaded that and played it with some friends.
Yeah.
Street
I
Fighter,
just-
you leave it for the
balls
old
at that.
consoles.
I'm just balls at that game.
I bought UFC one time, and I just didn't care for it because you had to memorize so many
Combination.
combos.
Nations.
Yeah.
When you don't have short-term memory from something.
Something.
Fatality.
What was I talking about? Oh.
Have you guys ever played Conker's Bad Fur Day? It was an N64.
Yes,
That is like one of my favorite games from the old console.
That has also been remade on the 360.
What? Is it on the marketplace?
I'd have to look, but I'm pretty sure it was on the original Xbox or the 360.
Well, if they took that game, like, have you ever played like the multiplayer, the squirrels versus teddy bears thing?
Yeah.
If they took that and made it an actual multiplayer, it would be like the funnest game you would ever play in your life.
That's what Call of Duty needs is squirrels and bears.
They cut off each other's heads with samurai swords.
Yes.
Well, given Ghosts and like some of the far out kind of crazy shit that they're doing on their DLC, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I
You
played
play as a
Trials
squirrel.
Fusion. I played Trials Fusion, and you can redeem from the Uplay store a squirrel head for your biker.
Yeah,
Oh, that's badass.
I got the squirrel head.
I got it too.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's cool. I love that game.
Is it like homage to Bad Fur Day, or is it just a squirrel head?
The squirrel's like always been the Trials mascot.
Okay. I've never played it.
It's fun. I need more people to play it with, though.
I think Josh plays it.
What, do you got it on the Xbox One or the 360?
360? Aaron?
I play on one.
You got it on the one?
Yeah.
Cool. We can play together.
And you just made a friend.
All right.
No, how does it go? Let's see. Here's how you make a friend. You smoke? Yeah. Do you smoke? Yeah. Hey, all right, man. Let's be friends.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, memory card full on this thing right here.
Ruh-roh.
I noticed the red light wasn't on.
Stop the fucking show. Stop the
No,
show.
no. Flex, are you capping this?
I'm capping it, but
Okay, we can make this work. You're just gonna need to Dropbox me. If you get your part and I got my part, it's like we can put it together and save the show.
all right.
You need a BPU Twitch channel, so if you ever want to do any of these live.
Yeah. I can't believe it. It's just like the fucking card is full. It has batteries, but the card is full.
You should do... Why don't you do it through like OBS, like how I was thinking of doing? That way it saves the audio and everything in one file.
And we never copyright anything, so we wouldn't get muted.
Yeah. Well, have to try that. We've messed around with lots of different stuff, and it's like we had one that actually works, but been having more
Yes.
problems. Yeah.
I need to get a voice recorder on my side so I can record my voice so that we got a stopgap no matter what the fuck happens.
Yeah, but because you're capping this, though, we can save this one.
Right.
Thank God.
I know. We had a little technical difficulty earlier. We recorded one with Aaron.
I don't know if I can do this a third time.
Well, thank you guys for hanging in there. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
Mandy, you're a trooper as always.
Always appreciate you helping us out.
No problem. You guys know if you ever need anything, just let me know.
And Aaron, you're a trooper and you smell great.
It smells like pot.
I smell fantastic.
So if you're still watching Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 100 and motherfucking 10, yay! All right, I am your co-host Yamjuice.
And I'm your co-host Flex.
We'd like to thank our super duper guest, Mr. Irish Shark Aaronic. And of course, the lovely and dangerous Ms. Mandehbutton. So it's time.
Hey,
All right.
that was funny.
So you gotta Dropbox me that recording as soon as you get done here.
I will. I'm going to tell one quick joke before we go. You can cut this off at the end, Yam. But
No, don't worry. It'll go in.
it's a quickie. Okay,
Oh.
there's this guy, and every morning he gets up, and his wife's laying next to him, and he just farts like a pig. And she's like, "You pig, you stink. Stop doing that. One of these days you're going to shit your guts out." And he's like, You know, and so he kept doing it. Well, Thanksgiving morning come, and she's dressing the turkey, and she's got that turkey package thing, you know. So she takes it upstairs, and she slips in there, and she slips it in his underwear, and he farts, and all of a sudden she hears this, ah, ah, and she hears us running around and banging and all this, and he comes downstairs, and his eyes are all wide, and he's all sweating. And he says, you know how you said one time I was going to shit my guts out? She said, yeah. He goes, well, I did, but he says, I got everyone back in there. And with that, I'll say adieu.
Take us out, Mr. Flex.